Hey everybody, it's Robbie from Wrench Syndicate. Okay, to give you a little bit of an update with the vehicle, I'm going to give you a bit of a tour throughout this video of some of the weird things we found. So the parts list is getting bigger. It is getting bigger. So not only do we have brake pads, brake sensors, we've added brake rotors, because they are getting thin. They do need to be replaced. They are not within spec for the manufacturer. So when we go to put brand new brake pads on there, really, we might as well put new rotors on too. And for the cost of them, it makes more sense to redo this whole brake system properly with new parts. And then we know it is done correctly, because the red flag, the elephant in the room, is the original brake wear sensors were reused. No reputable brake shop would do that because it trips off the computer as to your brake pads are low, and that's what's happening inside. So we think this may be a DIY backyard job. They work, they're solid, but I don't trust them. The next thing is the tire pressure monitoring system. We know the module is good. It passed the Autel diagnostics self-check and reconfiguration. We reconfigured it, cleared it, did the whole 9 yards with the tester, everything. The module is good. The fault is the sensors, the transmitters that are inside the tires are messed up, which would make sense because these rims were taken off the vehicle to be painted. And I don't know if they baked them, but if they baked them with the sensors in, whatever. But you can tell the job that was done on the rims was very poor. So that would make sense why those are out. Parts missing in the engine bay. We noticed parts are missing. That wouldn't have been happening from this being repaired. Dealership would have put those back in. So why are they missing? Where'd they go? Why are they off? All the snaps that hold all the plastic pieces down are missing. Window washers do not work. That's on me. I should have checked that day one. That would have been a big red flag to me, and I probably would have walked away. So they're not working. Oddly enough, the hose goes under all these plastic pieces that are undone. So who knows what was done in there, whether they were trying to find a blockage, they were trying to DIY it, but they don't work. So the headlight washers work, which is off the same reservoir. Maybe the same pump, but we're gonna have to go and replace the whole hose and see if there's a blockage there. We don't know where the issue is, but there's nothing coming out. The odd thing is the original owner said it was garage kept and they probably got gunged up or blocked. Hate to break the news to them. That doesn't wash, and it's not believable. Vehicles don't get their systems gummed up like that by sitting inside a garage. Outdoors with tree sap, yes. Indoors garage, no. And the reason I know this was the Range Rover sat inside the dealership for 4 months before I bought it. And then I bought it and it sat in my garage for another 2 before I came back and drove it. And my fluid tank stayed full. And my window washers all work. So try and pass off another one. So that's on the front end with it, hood alignment. We got to fix that. The piece there that's missing, it's bolts. Don't know why that's off. Again, an auto body shop wouldn't have done that. They would have fixed it right and bolted it in, or used aftermarket bolts to bolt it in. So we don't know why that's off. Doesn't make sense. There's nothing in the Carfax report that we can piece these weird things into to get a complete picture. So there's a bit of this picture missing from what we got told. Continuing on, we're going to do the outside. We have to get the door handle manual key, override key replaced. They lost it. It fell off. Highly doubt it. They clip in. They're actually a pain to remove. So something was done there. On the back, the camera doesn't work, and the left rear sensor's showing an error. It's historical, but it keeps coming up as intermittent. Don't know about that, why that was coming up. Oddly enough, these codes that come up after you shortly start the car up were cleared out before I test drove it. And he didn't mention anything. So we have to replace some stuff, and I'll show you that a little bit later on when I go through the video. Parking sensor. Inside we have some issues. We are missing on the rear door, passenger door, there is a little rubberized clip part that goes in the bottom. It covers over the screws that are used to take the window card, the door card off. Now, we're thinking that door card was removed at some point. Why, we don't know, but we do notice that on the rear passenger quarter window, the window seal doesn't fit in right. So it would make sense that door card had to come off to realign the window for some reason. Don't know. That could be because there is a glass record. That could be something to do with the glass. But where did the piece go? You just don't lose pieces like that, especially if you're working on a Jag. Inside we have a Bluetooth issue and a USB issue. He said it was working. We can't get anything to pair. We tried older phones, newer phones, Android, Apple. We can't get anything to pair. So there's an issue that has to be remediated with that. We haven't tried the satellite system yet. Just not going to go down that road. What else have I left out? Oh yeah, we've removed all the black rubberized spray off these beautiful chrome logos. We noticed that when the vehicle was wet, there was this runoff coming down. It was just streaking down the side of the vehicle. So we removed that. Wasn't fun. Tip to anybody thinking about putting plastic rubberized spray on your logos, think again. Because if you want to ever remove it, it is a pain to remove. But we got it removed without damaging anything. And on the back Jag logo, it's also done. We haven't done the pieces there because we don't know what we're going to do with those. Those might come out and replaced by carbon fiber. Wheels, well, we know about the wheels. So that's where we're at right now with the vehicle. So the parts list so far: window washing pump, window washing hoses. We have brake pads front, brake pads rear. We have wear sensors front and rear. We have rotors front and rear. We're going to have to redo those. We have the wiring loom for the camera. That alone is $200. Okay, we're looking at the trunk. So in here is the parking camera. That has failed, and usually the fault is in this loom right here, which goes to about there. It comes down into here, goes down, and then into here, and it plugs into the harness in there. So it's a short 6, maybe 8-inch wiring loom that we have to get, and that will turn on the parking camera. The other issue that we found is the shock arms. Those all have to be remediated. Why the previous person didn't do it, they're only $34. We have this part here to order, $75 unpainted, and we got to get it painted, and the piece that fits into the door to cover over the bolts. The list is getting longer as we dive deeper into the vehicle. So there's something we're not being told here about this vehicle. Luckily, the VIN stuff all matches out. The VIN report and the odometer report all match out. All systems match the VIN number that they're coded to, and show the correct mileage. So that is good. There's just something missing from this picture. And now, like yesterday, I reached out to the owner to ask him some questions, and then he stopped responding. So I think he's probably not going to respond to any more messages. He is a subscriber to the channel, and he can message me anytime. He's got my number to give me more of the history of this vehicle, because there's some stuff that's just not adding up. If I had known about those warnings that came up, the pads, the camera, would it have impacted the offer that we gave on him, to him for the vehicle? Yes, it would have. It would have been $1,000 less. And there are some key little indicators that suggest this vehicle was driven super fast. You know, there's a statement that he made. So I don't think it was road raced, but I think it was definitely driven well above the speed limit. Do I think it was maintained as best as it could have been? No. No. There's some really big indicators that said a lot of stuff was done DIY, and it's just not done right. I mean, if you DIY it, you put the parts back, you put your snaps back, you put everything back. You put your car back together because you want it to be all together and not looking like it's falling apart. So there's some stuff here that doesn't make sense. And you'll see when you go through the video, well, it's already been shown, you'll see parts of it. So until then, ciao for now.